Hey guys, what is going on? Retro here, and today I'm bringing you guys another TF2 commentary, but this one isn't going to be my normal commentary I usually do. Usually I'm either going to be talking about, God Tier Box or something amazing, but this one's going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be talking about which is a better, or I don't want to say better, but which is a better trading site for you specifically as a trader. So a lot of people have asked me when they started trading or just in general, what's better, bazaar.tf or TF2 Outpost? And I've always said Outpost, but that's just from personal preference. It really depends on what type of trader you are, because either one can go either way. I mean, one can be better for a new trader and the other one is good for a veteran trader, or the other way around. It really depends on your preference and what type of trader you are. So hopefully by the end of this video you guys get a general idea what is the best trading site for you. Not in general, it's not like Outpost is better than Bazaar or Bazaar is better than Outpost. It's mainly focused on helping you guys as a trader understand where you are and what you guys need to use. So let's start off with bazaar.tf. So we're going to start off with the pros about this. Here I'm just going to, on screen here I'll have a little video about just going through different things. But let's talk about the pros. So the pros on bazaar.tf, it's got a pretty simple and sleek design. There's a lot of customization available. You can go into your settings, change the colors of this site to your preference. You can choose if you want unusuals to be listed only, if you don't want them to be listed. There's so many different preferences or options or customization things that you can do on bazaar.tf. I couldn't cover them all in this video. It has an amazing customization and user-friendly, I guess you can say, interface, or not interface, but user-friendly, I guess, menu or customization menu or whatever you want to call it. Another big factor in Bazaar is that they have auctions, which is it's pretty much an auction where someone puts up an item and then people bid, and then the highest bidder at the end wins. So there's a set time limit, so it can be like 5 days, a week, an hour, 2 minutes. And something nice about auctions is that if you have, like, let's say you got pure, like someone's selling a nice unusual, like let's say a purple energy, I don't know, purple energy killer exclusive, whatever. They put that on the auction, and there's like 2 minutes left, and no one has like, or let's say like someone has bid 100 buds in unusuals, and you have pure, and you put in, I don't know, like 100 pure or something like that. But what I'm trying to say here is if you have pure, or if you time it right, you can usually snag and get a good deal and make some easy profit, which is something Outpost does not have. They do not have auctions there. Another thing Bazaar has, it has some better forums. At least that's what I've heard from a lot of people I talked to. Before I did this, I talked to a lot of people to get info. This isn't cited any one way, it's just dishing out information. It's not a public service announcement, it's just dishing out information. So apparently it has better forums. I guess there's more people on it. I guess it's more interactive, social. Another thing you can do on Bazaar is you can have more than 8 items in a trade window. On Outpost you can only fit 8 items, but let's say if you're a constant trader and you trade all the time with unusuals, you're gonna have to make a new trade every once in a while because you're switching out unusuals. But on backpack.tf you can just have one. Oh, did I say backpack? I'm sorry. I meant on bazaar.tf you can have more than 8 items, and you can even switch items in and out, unlike Outpost where you have to completely close it and make a new one. Also on Bazaar it shows the backpack.tf prices on the certain items that are priced. It doesn't show them on unusuals, which I do like, but it does show them on it shows them on lower tier items like hats, mists, paint, stuff like that. So it gives you a good idea on what you're trading, and for people who are beginning, don't really know prices, it's a really nice feature that they have there. And one of the last things that that Bazaar has, this is the ending of the pros, is that it has a it has donation, I guess. So what is it? So Outpost has something called premium, and Bazaar has donation, I guess, type thing, where there's different tiers. Like you can donate like $1 as the beginning of their premium, I guess you can say, and it goes on for so on. There's a lot of great features that you get from Bazaar donating. You can also even donate in items, which is awesome. So let's say you want to throw a key at it because you got a spare key laying around, and you will get some awesome features that you wouldn't normally get since you were a non-donator. But the donation lasts forever. Like if you donate $1, you keep those features that you get like forever. But unlike on Outpost, you do, what is it? It's I think it's a monthly. I think it's like a subscription where you pay with money, and it's not a forever, or it doesn't last that long, or it's not it doesn't last forever. It's a constant thing you have to pay for. So that's one of the nice things on Bazaar. Now let's go to the pros of Outpost before we start getting into the cons. So the pros on Outpost is that it's just got a simple design. You trade your stuff and you get your deals, and that's it. It's just straightforward trading website. One of the pros it has is that there's a lot more people on Outpost than there is on bazaar.tf. Now, I've experimented before with Bazaar, and I've put up a couple unusuals, and there's been months where nothing has ever happened. I've even checked on other people's trades, and I don't see many posts at all, and I've seen trades up for years or something ridiculous. Because bazaar.tf is not mainly focused on unusual trading. I mean, it can definitely be a great website or a resource to use, but it's not geared, not yet, I want to say, geared toward unusual trading. You can definitely get there one day. But Outpost, there's a lot more people there. There's a lot more, I guess you can say, veteran traders who use it often, and it has. Let's see, what am I trying to say here? But if you want to get your unusual sold, you're usually going to go to Outpost because you're going to get a lot of offers there. There's going to be a lot of people there. It's going to be an easy way to get your hat out there without having to go on usual servers. I mean, unusual servers is probably one of the best ways to sell your unusuals. That's what I like to do because it's just a nice thing to be social. But if you don't have a mic, or let's say you just don't like going on servers and sitting there and advertising, you can just put a trade up and let that happen and do its magic. So let's now get into some cons. So let's start off with backpack.tf, or not backpack, god, sorry, bazaar.tf, which I already talked about a little bit, which was it's really unpopulated. There's not that many people on it, other than the low tier items like hats, miscs, and auctions and stuff like that. There's not that many people on there, especially for unusuals, or I guess higher tier items. So that's just something that I just don't like about it. There's just not a lot of people there. Another thing that is not good about Bazaar is that sometimes on auctions there's well, like they said, they have backpack.tf prices on items there, and sometimes I feel like things should be auctioned at a specific, I guess, price, because sometimes people set their their auction or their starting bid way too high or way too low. Actually, there's no such thing as way too low. Anything low gets some profit, and I'm fine with that. But sometimes people can set it really high. Like there's always going to be low ballers or high ballers out there. But I mean, there's nothing you can really do there. So far, Bazaar doesn't have that many cons, but there are a couple things that are pretty big, and it's mainly the population is one of the big negatives there, or cons. And so let's now talk about the cons on Outpost. Like I talked about before, you can only put 8 items per trade on Outpost, and if you want to make a new trade or anything like that, if you get a new unusual, you're gonna have to make a new trade. It's not gonna be that much work, but it's just kind of a hassle. It's just kind of one of those little things, like you just don't want to do it. But another thing is that a lot of people say that they're at, I don't know, I don't want to say this, but a lot of people are like, they have admins 24/7, and like I wrote a nice comment saying nice hat, and it got blocked, or I got banned for some reason. And I don't really have much to say about it, but I mean, I can definitely understand why their admins want to keep the site clean and everything. I mean, there's plenty of people dropping phishing links and a whole bunch of other nasty crap you don't want to touch. But sometimes I see like, someone just comment like nice hat or something like that, and it just gets blocked or something like that. Another thing is that bumping is not automatic. Like on, I don't know if I talked about this, but on bazaar.tf, your trades automatically bump, so they like bump to the top of the list, and then people see them on the front page, and all sorts of stuff like that. And on Outpost, you have to manually bump it. There used to be auto bumping, but they don't have that anymore. That's why they have premium, so you can pay for premium, which isn't permanent. It's a monthly subscription. You pay real money for it. I don't think you can do items, and that auto bumps your trade for you. But I just prefer to manually bump it every once in a while when I'm just playing. I can just be like, oh, gotta bump my trade, and I'll do that. And so that's just one of the features I don't really like. But I mean, I wish we could mix bazaar.tf and Outpost, like have auto bumps and all sorts of other things, so you can see here like what are the differences between Outpost and Bazaar, the good and bad. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I tried to keep it as short as possible, but I had a long list of information that I wanted to talk about. I wasn't able to cover all of it, but I was able to cover the main and important points of each site and the pros and cons. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope this solved your question. It really, and before people start commenting, so what's better, what's Bazaar or Outpost? It really depends on the type of trader you are, and it really depends on what you like. It's really personal preference. The only drawback is that Bazaar is slightly less unpopulated, and other than that, I'd want to say both of the sites are great. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a like and comment if you did, and if you if you guys find a got your inbox or anything like that, be sure to leave it in the comment section below in the Steam discussion. And this is Retro signing off. Yeah.